Have you ever wondered why some people seem to accomplish so much while others remain stuck, repeating the same year over and over again? Why is it that even with all the motivation in the world, so many dreams fade into frustration? Here's the truth. It's not just about hard work. It's about intention and a plan, a one-year plan. 1 year, 365 days. That's all it takes to transform your life completely. Most people don't realize the power of this time frame. It's long enough to create profound change, but short enough to keep you focused, intentional, and inspired. Yet here's the problem. Most people drift through their days hoping for change, but never truly planning for it. They feel stuck, uncertain about the future, overwhelmed by the past. But what if I told you that you could break free from that cycle, that you could design a year so powerful, it would set the course for the rest of your life? Think about it. Revolutions that changed the world, businesses that went from zero to global giants, lives completely transformed, all within 1 year. These weren't accidents. They were the result of precise planning, focused intention, and the courage to break free from old habits. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the blueprint to create your own 1-year success plan. This isn't about setting New Year's resolutions that fade by February. It's about rewiring your brain, shifting your perception of time, and aligning your energy with your intentions. You're going to learn the science behind why a 1-year vision is so powerful and the practical steps to make it a reality. We're diving deep into how to break old habits, install new neural pathways, and design a future that excites you. But here's the twist. There are hidden forces influencing your behavior every single day. Social conditioning, subconscious programming, emotional addictions. These invisible barriers are what keep you feeling stuck, even when you're working hard. Today, I'm going to reveal how to break free from them once and for all. Imagine looking back 1 year from now, realizing you've become someone entirely new, someone who didn't just dream, but did. Someone who moved beyond limitations, beyond fear, and stepped into their true potential. What if this year could be that year for you? If you've ever felt stuck, if you've ever wondered how to finally break through, then this video is for you. Watch until the end, because we're not just talking about success, we're talking about transformation, about creating a life of purpose, passion, and possibility. Welcome to our channel, True Potential 444, where we help you unlock the greatness within. If you're ready to make this year the turning point of your life, hit that subscribe button and join our community of dreamers, doers, and believers. Your journey to a new reality begins right now. Let me ask you something. What does success mean to you? Not to your parents, not to society, not to the people you follow on social media, but to you. Have you ever really stopped to think about that? It's interesting. We live in a world that loves to define success for us. Big houses, fancy cars, high status careers. It's like there's this invisible checklist we're all supposed to follow. But here's the thing. Success is personal, deeply personal. And if you're chasing someone else's version of it, you'll always feel like something's missing. For some people, success means building a thriving career, climbing the corporate ladder, or becoming an industry leader. For others, it's about financial freedom, being able to do what they want, when they want, without worrying about money. Then there are those who see success as living a healthy, vibrant life, or nurturing deep, meaningful relationships with the people they love. And you know what? All of those definitions are valid, every single one of them. But here's where most people get stuck. They never take the time to define success for themselves. They inherit ideas from their parents, from society, from movies, from social media, and they spend years, sometimes even decades, climbing a ladder only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. I want you to pause for a moment and really think about this. If no one was watching, if there were no expectations, what would a successful life look like for you? Would it be about creating something meaningful, contributing to your community, feeling truly at peace within yourself? Or maybe it's about adventure, exploration, experiencing the world without limitation. Because here's the truth. If you don't define success for yourself, someone else will do it for you. And that's a recipe for feeling lost, unfulfilled, and constantly chasing an illusion. The beauty of a 1-year success plan is that it's not a one-size-fits-all formula. It's a framework, a blueprint that you can tailor to fit your unique vision of success. It's about creating a life that resonates with you on the deepest level, not just checking off boxes that look good to others. But to do that, you need clarity. You need to get honest with yourself about what you truly want, not what you think you should want. And that takes courage. It takes the willingness to go beyond the surface and ask yourself the hard questions. Questions like, what makes me feel alive? What legacy do I want to leave behind? Who do I want to become in this journey of life? And remember, your version of success doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. If it matters to you, it matters, period. If success to you means more time with your kids or writing a book or traveling the world, then that's exactly what you should pursue. That's the beauty of this journey. It's yours, it's unique, and it's completely customizable. So as we go through this 1-year success plan, I want you to keep this in mind. There is no right or wrong way to be successful. There's only your way. This is about designing a life that fulfills you, that excites you, that allows you to express your true potential. And the first step is giving yourself permission to define define success on your terms. Take a deep breath and imagine what that could feel like. A life that is authentically yours, crafted with intention and purpose, because once you're clear on what success means to you, everything else falls into place. The plan, the actions, the journey, it all starts to make sense, and that's when the real magic begins. All right, let's get into it. If you want to transform your life in 1 year, the first step is non-negotiable. You have to set clear, achievable goals. It sounds simple, right? But here's the catch. Most people get this wrong. They set vague intentions like, I want to be happier, or I want to be successful. But what does that actually mean? How do you measure it? How do you know when you've arrived? This is why goal setting is so powerful and so misunderstood. A goal without clarity is just a wish, and wishes don't change lives. Action does, but you can't take effective action if you don't know exactly what you're aiming for. This is where the SMART framework comes in: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. To truly make a change in your life and be more effective at changing your future, you need to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Then just another productivity hack. It's a scientifically proven method to rewire your brain and align your energy with your intentions. Let's start with specific. If your goal is too vague, your mind doesn't know what to focus on. Specificity gives your brain a target, something tangible to work towards. For example, instead of saying, I want to get healthy, try, I want to lose 15 pounds by exercising 3 times a week and eating balanced meals. See the difference? Now your brain knows exactly what it needs to do. Next is measurable. If you can't measure it, you can't track it. If you can't track it, how do you know you're making progress? Your brain is wired to seek feedback. It needs to see that the effort you're putting in is leading to results. So make your goals measurable. For example, if you're aiming for financial growth, don't just say, I want to save money, be specific. I want to save $10,000 by the end of the year by setting aside $834 each month. Now, every time you check your savings, you'll see exactly where you stand. Now, achievable. This is where many people trip up. They either set goals that are way too easy, leading to boredom and complacency, or they set goals that are so unrealistic, they get discouraged and give up. The key is to find that sweet spot. Challenging enough to inspire you, but realistic enough that you believe it's possible. It's not about playing it safe. It's about building confidence by achieving milestones. If you want to run a marathon but haven't run in years, don't start with 26 miles. Start with a 5K, then a 10K. Each victory rewires your brain for success. Then we have relevant. Your goals should align with your bigger vision, your purpose, your values, your dreams. It's easy to get caught up in goals that look good on paper or impress others, but if they don't resonate with you, they won't sustain your motivation. Ask yourself, why is this goal important to me? How does it contribute to the life I want to create? If the answer isn't compelling, it's time to rethink it. And then there's time bound. A goal without a deadline is just an idea. When you set a timeline, you create a sense of urgency. It forces you to prioritize, to take action, to move beyond procrastination. Think about it. How many times have you said, I'll start someday? Someday isn't a day of the week. Set a deadline. Give yourself a clear time frame. If your goal is to learn a new skill, don't just say, I'll learn it this year. Be specific. I'll complete an online course within 3 months, practicing 1 hour every evening. Now you've created a structure. Let's bring this all together with some real examples. In your career, instead of saying, I want to get promoted, be specific. I want to earn a managerial position by the end of the year by completing leadership training and taking on 2 additional projects. For health, don't just say I want to be fit. Make it measurable. I want to reduce my body fat by 5% and run a 10K within 6 months by working out 4 times a week and following a nutrition plan. And for finances, instead of saying I want to be better with money, set a clear, achievable goal. I will pay off $5,000 of debt in 1 year by making monthly payments of $417 and cutting unnecessary expenses. These are not just goals, they're commitments. They're declarations of intent that send a powerful signal to your brain, reprogramming it for success. You see, when you set clear, achievable goals, you're not just organizing your future, you're changing who you are in the present. You're aligning your thoughts, your actions, and your energy with the person you're becoming. So take the time to get clear, define your goals with intention, make them SMART, because once you do, there's nothing stopping you from turning them into reality. All right, you set your clear, achievable goals. You've got that vision of where you want to be 1 year from now. But here's the big question. How do you get from here to there? How do you bridge that gap between who you are today and who you're becoming? The answer is simple but powerful. You need a roadmap. Look, a goal without a plan is just a wish. If you don't map out the journey, you'll get lost along the way. But when you break it down, when you divide that 1 year vision into smaller, manageable steps, you turn the impossible into the inevitable. This is how you do it. You take that big, inspiring vision and you reverse engineer it. Start with the end in mind. 1 year from today, where do you want to be? What do you want to have accomplished? Now break it down. If that's where you want to be in 12 months, where do you need to be in 6 months to stay on track? In 3 months, next month, next week, today? You see, the mistake most people make is that they look at the end goal and get overwhelmed. They focus on the mountain instead of the next step. But mountains are climbed 1 step at a time. Progress is made incrementally through consistent, focused action. Let's say your 1 year goal is to write a book. It sounds daunting, right? But what if you break it down? A standard book is around 600 words. Divide that by 12 months, that's 5,000 words a month. Break it down further, 1,250 words a week. Now you're looking at just 250 words a day, 5 days a week. That's about 1 page a day. Suddenly, writing a book doesn't seem so overwhelming. That's the power of breaking it down. Whether your goal is to improve your health, grow your career, or achieve financial freedom, the principle is the same. Divide it into smaller, actionable steps, and you transform it from intimidating to achievable. But here's the secret ingredient: consistency. It's not about massive action once in a while. It's about small, consistent steps every single day. The compound effect of daily actions is what creates real, lasting change. Think about it. If you improve just 1% every day by the end of the year, you wouldn't be 365% better, you'd be 37 times better. That's the exponential power of consistency. But let's get real for a moment. Life happens. Challenges arise, unexpected setbacks can knock you off track. This is why flexibility is crucial. Your roadmap isn't set in stone, it's a living, breathing guide. And just like any good navigator, you need to be willing to adjust your course when necessary. Maybe you planned to work out 5 times a week, but an injury forces you to slow down. Maybe your financial goal needs adjusting because of an unexpected expense. That's okay. Progress isn't always linear. What matters is that you keep moving forward. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. Just don't stop. Adjusting doesn't mean quitting, it means recalibrating. It means staying committed to the outcome but flexible in your approach. It means giving yourself grace without giving yourself an excuse. This is where most people give up. They hit a bump in the road and think they've failed. But setbacks are just setups for comebacks if you're willing to adjust and keep going. And this is where the magic happens, in your daily habits. Your daily actions define your future. It's not about massive leaps, it's about consistent steps. Every day ask yourself, what can I do today to get one step closer to my goal? It could be as simple as writing 1 page, making 1 phone call, or spending 15 minutes learning a new skill. When you break down your vision into daily actions, you're not just moving toward your goal, you're becoming the person who achieves it. You're rewiring your brain, changing your identity, transforming your habits. So here's what I want you to do. Create your roadmap. Divide your 1-year vision into monthly milestones, weekly targets, and daily actions. Make it visual, make it tangible, put it somewhere you can see it every day. And remember, consistency beats intensity every time. It's about showing up day after day, step after step, no matter how small. And when life throws you a curveball, adjust, don't abandon. Reroute, don't retreat. Because the path to success isn't a straight line, it's a winding road. But as long as you stay on that road, as long as you keep moving forward, you'll get there. This is your journey, this is your roadmap. And this is your year. Let me ask you something. Why is it that some people achieve lasting success while others start strong but fall back into old patterns? Why do some people seem to move forward year after year while others feel stuck on a treadmill, running hard but going nowhere? The answer is habits. You see, success isn't about a one-time effort or a burst of motivation. It's not about luck or talent or even hard work alone. It's about the small, consistent actions you take every single day. Your habits are the building blocks of your life. They shape your identity, influence your decisions, and ultimately determine your destiny. Research shows that 40% of our daily actions are habits, not conscious decisions, but automatic routines that our brain has wired for efficiency. That means nearly half of what you do each day is on autopilot. So if you want to change your life, you need to change your habits. But here's the key. It's not just about changing your actions, it's about changing your identity. Your habits are a reflection of who you believe you are. If you see yourself as someone who's always late, you'll keep hitting the snooze button. If you see yourself as someone who struggles financially, you'll keep making choices that reinforce that belief. But when you shift your identity, your habits follow. You don't just read books, you become a reader. You don't just work out, you become an athlete. You don't just save money, you become financially responsible. It's about embodying the identity of the person you want to become, one habit at a time. So how do you do this? How do you create positive habits that last? It starts with one simple principle. Start small. I know that sounds counterintuitive. We're programmed to believe that massive change requires massive action, but that's the fastest way to burn out. If you try to overhaul your life overnight, your brain will resist. It's wired for comfort, for familiarity. Instead, start with tiny, manageable actions. If you want to build the habit of reading, don't aim for an hour a day. Start with just 5 minutes. If you want to exercise regularly, don't commit to an intense 1-hour workout. Start with 10 minutes of stretching. Make it so easy that you can't say no. Once it becomes a routine, you can gradually increase the intensity. Here's another key: habit stacking. This is a powerful technique where you attach a new habit to an existing one. Your brain loves patterns, and when you pair a new behavior with an established routine, it sticks more easily. For example, if you want to start meditating, pair it with your morning coffee. After I make my coffee, I'll meditate for 2 minutes. If you want to practice gratitude, pair it with brushing your teeth. After I brush my teeth, I'll write down one thing I'm grateful for. You're essentially piggybacking on a habit that's already hardwired, making the new one easier to adopt. And it works because you're not just changing your actions, you're rewiring your brain. But let's talk about the hardest part sticking with it. Anyone can start a new habit. The real challenge is maintaining it when motivation fades. So how do you stay consistent? The answer is not motivation. Motivation is fleeting, it's unreliable. What you need is a system. Design your environment to support your habits. If you want to eat healthier, don't rely on willpower. Remove junk food from your house and stock up on healthy snacks. If you want to read more, place books in strategic locations, by your bed, on the kitchen table, even in the bathroom. Make the good habits easy and the bad ones difficult. Your environment is more powerful than your willpower. If you want to succeed, set yourself up for success. And when you slip up, and you will because you're human, don't let one missed day turn into two. The key to long-term success isn't perfection, it's consistency. It's about getting back on track as quickly as possible. If you miss a workout or skip a journal entry, don't beat yourself up. Just get back to it the next day. And remember, celebrate your progress. Every small win reinforces your new identity. Every time you follow through, you cast a vote for the person you're becoming. Reward yourself. Acknowledge your growth. Success isn't just about achieving big goals, it's about honoring the journey. Your habits shape your future. They are the invisible architecture of your life. And when you build positive habits, you're not just changing your actions, you're changing who you are. You're stepping into a new version of yourself, one choice at a time. So decide who you want to become, start small, stay consistent, and when it gets hard, when you feel like giving up, remember, you're not just building habits, you're building your future. You've set your vision, you've created your roadmap, you've started building powerful, positive habits. But let's get real. The journey to success isn't a straight line, it's not easy, and it's not always pretty. If it were, everyone would do it. The truth is obstacles are inevitable, challenges are guaranteed, and at some point you will be tested. You'll face distractions, temptations to abandon your path for the comfort of what's familiar. You'll encounter doubts, the whispers in your mind questioning whether you're good enough, strong enough, or capable enough. And yes, you will experience failure. There will be moments when things don't go as planned, when progress feels painfully slow, or when life throws you a curveball you didn't see coming, and that's okay. Because obstacles aren't signs that you should quit. They're not proof that your vision is too big or your dreams too bold. Obstacles are tests, opportunities to grow, to learn, to strengthen your resolve. They're the resistance that builds resilience. Think about it. You don't build muscle by lifting feathers. You build muscle by challenging yourself with resistance, by pushing through discomfort. The same is true for your mind, your character, your spirit. Growth happens when you face obstacles head on, not when you avoid them. But how do you do it? How do you overcome the distractions, the doubts, the failures? How do you keep going when everything in you wants to give up? It starts with your mindset. If you see obstacles as roadblocks, you'll stop. But if you see them as stepping stones, as opportunities to learn, to adapt, to get better, then nothing can stop you. When distractions come, and they will, don't fight them, acknowledge them. Understand why they're pulling you away from your path. Sometimes distractions are a sign that you're avoiding discomfort or fear. Sometimes they're just habits you haven't yet broken. But when you bring awareness to them, you take away their power, you take back control. This is where discipline comes in. Discipline isn't about forcing yourself to work nonstop. It's about choosing what you want most over what you want now. It's about training your mind to focus on your vision, even when instant gratification is tempting you to take the easy way out. But let's talk about the toughest challenge, doubt. Those moments when you question your abilities, your worth, your purpose, when the voices in your head say, who are you to think you can do this? Why even bother? I've been there. We all have. But here's what I've learned. Doubt is a liar. It's a trick of the mind, a defense mechanism trying to keep you safe by keeping you small. But you are bigger than your doubts. You are more powerful than your fears. And the way you conquer doubt is through action. Not by waiting for the fear to go away, but by taking bold, imperfect action in spite of it. When you take action, you prove to yourself that you are capable. You build evidence that you are strong enough, brave enough. But no one does it alone. That's why seeking accountability is so powerful. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. People who will hold you to your highest potential, who will call you out when you're slipping and lift you up when you're falling. Whether it's a mentor, a coach, a friend, or a community, find your tribe. And don't just seek accountability, be accountable to yourself. Honor your commitments. When you say you're gonna do something, follow through. Not because you feel like it, but because that's who you are. Because every time you keep a promise to yourself, you strengthen your identity. You become the person who doesn't give up. But even with the right mindset and accountability, there will still be setbacks. You will fail, you will fall short, you will make mistakes. And when that happens, remember this, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. It's how you learn, how you grow, how you get better. The only real failure is giving up. As long as you're still trying, still learning, still moving forward, you're winning. When you fall, get back up. When you're knocked off course, adjust your plan. When life hits you hard, hit back harder. And above all, be kind to yourself. Self-compassion isn't weakness, it's strength. It's what allows you to keep going even when things get messy, even when you stumble. It's what gives you the courage to forgive yourself, to learn from your mistakes, and to try again. This journey isn't easy, but nothing worth achieving ever is. Every obstacle you face, every doubt you conquer, every failure you learn from, it's all part of the process. It's what makes you stronger, wiser, more resilient. So when the challenges come, and they will, welcome them, face them head on, and use them as fuel to push you forward. Because the obstacles aren't here to stop you. They're here to teach you, to shape you, to prepare you for the greatness that awaits on the other side. Take a moment, just breathe, and look back at how far you've come. Think about who you were at the start of this journey, the doubts you carried, the fears that tried to hold you back, the challenges you thought you couldn't overcome. And now, look at you, stronger, wiser, more resilient. You made a commitment to yourself. You set clear, powerful goals. You built new habits, broke through obstacles, and stayed on course even when the road was rough. That's not just success, that's transformation. That's courage. That's growth. But remember, this isn't the end. This one-year success plan was never just about reaching a destination. It was about becoming the kind of person who keeps moving forward, who keeps evolving, who keeps striving to become the best version of themselves. Success isn't a finish line. It's a continuous journey, a journey of learning, growing, and becoming. So celebrate your wins, honor your progress, but don't stop here. Keep dreaming, keep pushing, keep expanding your vision of what's possible, because this is just the beginning. The skills you've built, the mindset you've developed, the habits you've created, it sets the foundation for everything that comes next. There are new heights to reach, new challenges to conquer, new dreams to bring to life. So keep going, keep growing. And never forget, you are the creator of your destiny. Your potential is limitless. Your journey is yours to shape. And I can't wait to see the incredible things you'll achieve next. If this journey has inspired you, if it's helped you take even one step closer to your dreams, then I invite you to join us on this path of growth and transformation. Like this video, share it with someone who needs a little encouragement, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel at True Potential 4444. Together, we'll keep growing, keep evolving, and keep discovering our true potential. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in yourself, and thank you for letting me be a part of your journey